Hello and welcome to another midlife hack. This is probably one of the most important things that I learned in my life through teaching and coaching. I'm calling it How to Become an Influencer, and it is not about becoming an Instagram star. Becoming an influencer means understanding what you have control and influence over in your life and what you don't, and it's that simple. Unfortunately, a lot of us spend a lot of our energies in the area that we don't actually have that much control or influence. So say this is our area of influence and control. That's really things like your behaviour, your thoughts, your reactions, how you treat yourself, how you look after yourself, how you look after others, your behaviour, everything that is your output, but also internally how you talk to yourself and how you think. That is pretty much all you have control and influence over. This area here is the area where we have no control. Unfortunately, we spend an awful lot of time out here. So this would, for me, out here is, in this space, is nagging children to do something that they're not going to do because I'm trying to change their behaviour. That's not in my control. All I can influence is how I tell them about boundaries and how I respond if they break those boundaries. We spend a lot of time up here worrying about, obviously in the moment with the COVID-19 crisis and we're all at home, we're dealing with a hell of a lot of new stuff, we're dealing with a huge amount of worry and anxiety. But if we spend all our energies up here trying to work on issues and things and worry about areas that we have no control over, we reduce and reduce and reduce our area of influence. And the more that we understand that we can actually increase our influence area by deciding what we read, what we spread, how we react to stuff, how we look after ourselves and the people around us, you can actually increase this area because you will impact on these people, but only when you understand that if you can only work within the area of your influence, that is where you're going to feel the most power and control of your life. If you spend a lot of your time up here trying to change things that can't be changed, worrying about stuff that hasn't happened yet, worrying about how somebody else should be behaving, you've stepped completely out of your area of influence. So the more time you spend in here, the faster and the bigger this area will grow. I actually use this with my children in the home and say that this is our happy family time. But if we spend all our time up here arguing or fighting or nagging or breaking the rules, we reduce the size of this space here, and nobody gets anything that they want. So becoming an influencer basically means understanding really that your area of influence is how you think, what you spend your energy on, how you respond, how you deal with things. Keep in there as much as possible, and this area here will actually decrease.